hit that subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to check out our latest videos before anyone else. Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the gaming review, heat test and battery drain test of Honor 9 Lite. Before we get started, here are the Antutu and Geekbench scores. So guys, currently the battery percentage is 84% and these are the games that I'm gonna play. I'll play each game for 10 minutes and on the whole, I'll play games continuously for 1 hour. And then we can check the battery percentage again to see how much battery is drained after 1 hour of gaming. So once again, the battery percentage is 84% and now I'm gonna start the timer and start playing Asphalt 8. By the way, the current room temperature is 30 degrees and there is no AC or fan running in the background. Now let's start with the gaming. So guys, that was the end of first race. Now let's check the temperature. So by the way, I've been playing Asphalt 8 for 6 minutes. On the front, maximum temperature is 43 degrees so far. And on the back, it is 43 degrees as well. And the top region of the phone feels slightly warm, but it's still manageable. I'll play the same game for another 4 minutes and then check the temperature. So guys, I've been playing this game Asphalt 8 for approximately 10 minutes. Now let's check the final temperature. On the back it is 44 degrees, that's hot. And on the front it is 43 degrees, that's the maximum temperature. By the way, the gaming experience was good. There was some occasional lag, but on the whole, good gaming experience. You can play Asphalt 8 without any major issues. Now let's check the battery percentage. It is 80%. So for approximately 11 minutes of gameplay, phone used 4% of battery life, which is still pretty decent. Now I'll start playing Modern Combat 5. For some reason there was no audio in the first level of the gameplay, so I'm just gonna skip the entire part. So guys, that was the end of the first mission. Now let's check the temperature. I'll just lock the phone. On the front it is 44 degrees near the earpiece. And on the back it is 45 degrees near the rear camera. So phone feels warm, it's still not hot, it's still manageable. Coming to the visuals are good, there was no lag and the game is really playable. Now it has been 17 minutes since I've been gaming and I'll play this game for another 7 minutes and then check the phone's temperature. So guys, I've been playing this game Modern Combat 5 for approximately 10 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. It is 44 degrees on the front, that's the maximum temperature. Earlier I saw 45, but now it is still 44. On the back it is 45 degrees. There was no problem with the gameplay and the game is really playable. I was just bad at playing it. Next I'll play Gangster 4. Just in case if you didn't notice, I was playing Modern Combat 5 and this game was still in memory. So memory management on the Honor 9 Lite is really impressive. So guys, I have played this Gangster 4 game for like 10 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. By the way, there was no lag in the gameplay. Visuals were okay and the game is playable. So on the front, it is 43 degrees. That's the maximum temperature I've seen. So there you go, that's the 43 degrees on the front and 44 degrees on the back. Next I'll play Shadow Fight. So guys, I've played this game for around 15 minutes. Now let's check the temperature. On the front it is 44 degrees and on the back it is 45 degrees. I didn't notice any lag or any issues with the gameplay. Visuals were good and phone feels hot but it's still manageable. Next I'll play Riptide Renegade. So guys, that was the end of the first race. Now let's check the temperature. On the front it is 45 degrees and that seems to be the maximum temperature, and on the back it is 46 degrees near the rear camera. So that's the maximum temperature. Visuals are good and there was no problem with the gameplay. I really liked the gameplay of this particular game. So I'll play the same game for another 9 more minutes and then check the temperature once again. So guys, I've played the Riptide GP Renegade for 10 minutes. Now let's check the final temperature. On the front it is 44 degrees. That's the maximum temperature. Okay, it's 45 degrees. That's near the front camera. 45 degrees is the maximum temperature on the front, and on the back it is 46 degrees. That's really hot. But the gameplay was really good and I didn't have any issues with the gameplay. So you can play most of these high-end games without any issues. Visuals are not exceptional but they are good enough, and phone does get hot. 45 and 46 degrees are definitely something you should be concerned about, but it is still manageable. Now it has been almost 1 hour since I've been playing games, so let's check the battery percentage now. So the current battery percentage is 62. So for 1 hour of intensive gaming, it used about 22% of battery life. It is reasonable for a phone with a 3000 mAh battery. So now let's proceed to our final test where I take some pictures continuously for 5 minutes and then check the temperature. So I'm just gonna reset the timer. Before we get started, the current battery percentage is 62. I'm gonna start the timer or the stopwatch and open the camera application. Now I'll start taking pictures continuously for 5 minutes and then we'll check the temperature. For some reason camera app just froze for a few seconds, but now it's working once again. So guys, camera app is once again not working. It's not taking the pictures. Let me just check the temperature. It is 47 degrees. I have seen a maximum of 47 degrees on the front. Let me just keep pushing it and we'll see the final temperature at the end. Once again it just froze. Let me quickly check the temperature. On the back it is 51 degrees, so that's insanely hot. So I'm seeing this temperature right over here. So I didn't really experience such a thing with any other phones that I've done this test with. I definitely didn't had any such problem with the Honor 7X or the latest Infinix Hot S3. And I guess Infinix Hot S3 also reached 51 degrees, but the camera app didn't stop. For this particular phone, I was not able to use the camera app continuously for 5 minutes, but the camera app was still open. I had to take few breaks because of the heating issues and the camera app simply didn't respond. Now let's check the temperature. We already seen that it has reached a maximum of 51 degrees, but let's see if it has cooled down quickly enough. So over in this area it's 50 degrees and on the front it is 46, 48, 49. So on intensive camera usage, maximum temperature on the front is 49 degrees and on the back it is 51 degrees, which is really hot. So if you are going to use your camera app continuously for a very long time, taking pictures continuously, then the camera app will stop and you have to take some break to let your phone cool down. So all this is at a room temperature of 31 degrees. So you might not be able to push this phone to that extremes, but if you push it, these are the results. By the way, the current battery percentage is 59%. So for 5 minutes of intensive camera usage, phone used just 3% of battery, even while the phone was intensely hot. So I guess even that is pretty good, pretty reasonable. So the battery is not draining quickly. Now coming to the gaming review, you can play most of the high-end games with very less issues. There were some occasional lags, but most of it is manageable. Coming to the camera performance, as you have seen, it stuttered and just froze on high usage. So guys, looking at these results, what's your opinion about this Honor 9 Lite? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.